for your service and for your sacrifice. This thanks is directed to both you and to your family. May God bless you in your continued labors to defend freedom and in your labors to care for your family.
Thank you, Elder Oaks. That was great. In fact, listening to you takes me back over the years to those days in Vietnam. We in the infantry used to say that we thought we could tell the difference between the bachelor pilots and the married pilots.
You probably could. We in our aircraft would look down at the infantry slogging around in the mud and the jungle, and we'd say, oh, we're thankful we're here in our air-conditioned cockpits.
Well, you and I can smile about that now, but no one knows better than we do that warfare is serious business. There's some things that I would like to say to those who are engaged in combat or who are facing the prospect of it. My beloved friends, I speak to you tonight as a Latter-day Saint and as one like you who has borne arms in the defense of his country. My service, now nearly 4 decades old, was in the United States Army. But my thoughts this night are not in furtherance of any flag or political or military cause. I defend no policy. I make no judgment about the rightness of any war, campaign, or mission. My interest here is not politics, but peace, the peace of God which passeth all understanding, the peace of the soul. Indeed, the peace of the soldier who must fight such wars. Such peace is not the province of statesmen or generals. To the fighting man who has been immersed in battle and bloodshed, such peace may seem elusive, unreachable, even non-existent. But my message tonight is that there is a soldier's peace, even the very peace of God. These are serious matters that bring us together. Some of you are combat veterans. Others of you will be. Those who have seen the face of battle know it to be an ugly, grotesque thing, not at all like the visions of glory that you may have nurtured once upon a time. Someone, the American Civil War General William Tecumseh Sherman, I think, once said that war is hell. Anyone who has fought in one knows what he meant. You who have served on the battlefield have rendered a great service to your nation. I honor you for your service and your sacrifice. I wish that I could embrace each of you to express my appreciation and my empathy for what you have experienced. Even though I cannot sit down personally with each of you, I want to talk with you as though we were alone. I want to talk with you frankly about what it means to be a soldier, a Latter-day Saint soldier. To begin, I suppose that I should say something about my credentials, such as they are, to address such a topic. I earned my commission in the United States Army through an officer training program at the University of California. It was June 1964. Upon graduation, I accepted the offer of a commission in the regular Army, infantry. To most Americans, on the day I graduated and was sworn into service, Vietnam was little more than an obscure place, somewhere on the far side of the world, that received occasional mention on the back pages of newspapers and periodicals. After completion of the infantry officer basic course at Fort Benning, Georgia, I volunteered for training at the U.S. Army Ranger School and qualified as an Army Ranger. The Ranger course was a grueling 9-week course in commando and elite infantry tactics. Our class in Ranger School is what the cadre jokingly referred to as Ranger Stew. We were a hodgepodge. In addition to fresh-faced lieutenants like me, we had Army officers and non-commissioned officers from the U.S. Army Special Forces and Airborne Division reconnaissance units, U.S. Navy SEALs, and Marine officers from U.S. Marine reconnaissance units. We also had a collection of foreign officers from places as diverse as Egypt, the Philippines, and Thailand. It was a life-changing experience. Upon completion of Ranger School, I was assigned to the 25th U.S. Infantry Division at Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. By then, it was April 1965. A month earlier, the first U.S. combat troops had been committed to Vietnam, some Marine units and an Army Airborne Brigade. Upon reporting for duty with the 25th Division, I was assigned to C Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Infantry. I became platoon leader of the 1st Platoon in Charlie Company. My beloved wife and I had arrived in Hawaii